Discipline is absolute concept. This I realized after joining the Yoga Institute.
Discipline does not mean that everything is strict, everything should be perfect.
A disciplined child will be able to achieve more out of their life.
I practically don't think anybody hates discipline. They like the outcome of discipline, but they don't like the process of discipline. So discipline, I think, is making a decision and then following it till the end.
Discipline is something, a very religious process that a man or any human being undertakes to achieve something more.
Discipline is self-regulation, self-structuring.
Discipline is yoga anushasanam.
See, I think discipline is important because we have a mind.
All of human endeavor, all of human race has come to this position because of discipline. We have achieved so much because somewhere someone was determined to put his efforts and determination to make something bigger happen.
You cannot be hard and fast. That would be dictatorial. We are an open society. We have to discipline, we have to self-order rather than be governed or be regulated.
Discipline is an absolute concept. It cannot be adjustable every now and then, but of course there is a 1% chance or something.
Discipline of mind is absolute, but the physical discipline can be adjustable. One should be flexible enough with that.
Now circumstances may change, as we know, nobody can really preempt something. So, well, it is very important to be disciplined and also have a certain amount of adjustment so that we can, move forward.
I think disciplining children is difficult because the adults who are around them also should be equally disciplined.
Kids are young birds. However you mold them, it takes the shape of it.
To be able to tell them to live in this society and to in fact introduce themselves to their potential, one has to inculcate discipline in them.
Catch them young, watch them grow.
You really need to train children's mind, and by disciplining their mind, this is the best way that you can, train children.
Well, people do hate discipline. Nobody likes rules and regulations. No matter how good they are, people have that hint of rebelliousness.
We do not want to be disciplined, we do not want to be regulated because we want to rebel.
Anything that is difficult, people don't like it. You would have to try really hard to keep up to discipline.
Discipline is not something, they think discipline is control, and nobody likes to be controlled, and that is the reason why nobody appreciates discipline as much, though they know that it is in the long run very helpful for them.
A con of discipline would be one very simple thing: do not get carried away in the name of discipline.
The pros are countless when we are absolutely disciplined in life. We see we can achieve our targets, more better function in our work, more better output.
The only con is when you become fanatic about your physical routine or the physical discipline that you maintain. There is the flexibility that's needed, and then there are only pros.
In yoga, there is a concept called as niyamagraha. People are fanatic about certain things, and it becomes very important that people realize that though it is discipline, though it is rules and regulations, it is made for the betterment of everything and everyone in view. So people sometimes get very rigid because of discipline.
Discipline will take some relaxation time of mind. That's the only con that I see.
Namaskar. There are people who are born and they live as the situations are. But there are people who are thinking type. They want to improve, they want to progress. They have identified what is weak in their personality. They want to achieve something in life. And that's why what is required is discipline. Entire life is around discipline. Look at the nature, look at weather, look at everything. Sun rises every day, sets every day. There is a discipline in our life. Our mind needs to be flexible. But discipline is like a cast in stone. Certain things you have to do correctly, and that's how we should organize our life. I have noticed that people hate this word discipline. They feel discipline means we are binding ourselves and we are too rigid. There is no rigidity in discipline. Our mind should be flexible. Lack of discipline can make person lazy, lethargic, and demotivated. understand. One lady, she had lots of pain in her knee. She would once in a while do some asanas and some pranayams, and then every third day she would complain that the pain is still there, it's not gone. It has to be understood well that what is required to remove the pain is determination, a strong discipline. So she was told that before eating food, do these 2 asanas and 1 pranayam 4 times in a day. Start doing it in a disciplined way. When she started doing these things in a disciplined way, pain disappeared, problem disappeared. This is how it should be. You cannot just do once in a while anything and expect a result. Disciplined man is always respected. Have you seen a man who is disciplined? You will trust him. You know that he is definitely going to do certain things and he'll do it well. You have faith in him. And that is what is required, that warmth, that faith, because you are disciplined. Chanakya uses these 4 words, Sam, Dam, Danda and Bheda. Sometimes very lovingly, by cuddling, you make the child to do. Sometimes you tell your child, you do this and you will get this. That sort of a stuff. Well, for whom the discipline is? Discipline is for doers, for achievers and for winners. So try and achieve what you want to achieve in life and organize your life. Bring discipline in your life. Namaskar.